Hello, everyone. This is Jay Dobbins, your host of the Marvel DC Universe Fan Club, and I have two topics today, which is one, Marvel fans think Deadpool should take over Stan Lee's cameos, and the second one is, of course, involving a new movie, which is Marvel's Shang-Chi, such director Destin Daniel Cretton. So uh, let's start with Deadpool. Marvel fans think Deadpool should take over Stan Lee's cameos. So, Stan Lee, the Stan Lee cameo has been a cherished tradition of Marvel Comics adaptations for many years now, and even in the wake of his passing, the writer has at least a couple more scenes lined up in the future MCU installments. But more, Lee makes but once more, Lee makes his last on-screen appearance in the Marvel Studios franchise. Some fans have suggested a new tradition to take its place, namely give Deadpool the cameos. So, in some ways, this idea makes a fair amount of sense, seeing how the meta humored Wade Wilson uh, is that rare Marvel hero who can often get away with defying the laws of continuity. Once more, with the Disney, Fox deal already done, this would be this should be manageable from a legal perspective. So, on the other hand, many fans would no doubt reject the idea of anyone taking Lee's place, especially a character that he himself didn't create. And you can imagine that Disney would want to err on the side of caution on this somewhat sensitive issue. So, either way, it will probably be a while before Marvel Studios has to even consider the possibility of coming up with a new Easter egg in Lee's absence. As Avengers: Infinity War co-director Joe Russo explained earlier this year, the man's cameos tend to be filmed in bulk, suggesting that such upcoming release, you know, I mean, such many not upcoming releases, but such releases like Captain Marvel, Avengers 4, and upcoming releases like Avengers 4 and Spider-Man: Far From Home will likely contain further appearances from the renowned comic book creator, of course. So, but first, Stan Lee gets, the next big screen cameo, which is the animated sequel. Sorry, in a few days with the animated sequel of, well, actually, he already did a cameo, I think, of Ralph Breaks the Internet. I'm not really sure I'm going to watch that movie again, but anyway, so as for Deadpool, the Merc with the Mouth probably has a little too much on his plate right now to worry about trying to replace the late legend. So, well, with the possible X-Force coming out and maybe Deadpool 3, you know, but anyway, that concludes this topic. Let's move on to the new topic. The next topic, which is Marvel's Shang-Chi, sets director Destin Daniel Cretton. So, the short-term 12 filmmaker will tackle the studio's first project starring an Asian lead. So, Marvel Studios has hired its director for for Shang-Chi. The project will feature the studio's first Asian lead. Destin Daniel Cretton will direct the feature based on the classic character known for his martial arts prowess. Cretton broke out with the 2013 indie favorite Short Term 12, which starred Brie Larson as a woman working in a group home for teenagers. Cretton reteamed with Larson for 2017's The Glass Castle, and he is currently directing, Captain Marvel star and Black Panther's Michael B. Jordan in uh, J- uh, Just Mercy, based on the memoir of Equal Justice uh, Initiative founder Brian Stevenson. Other filmmakers who were in the running to helm Shang-Chi included Dear White People's Justin Tipping, Master of Nuns Alan Yang, who is behind the upcoming John Chow movie uh, Tiger Tail, and Deborah Chow, whose credits include episodes of Rain, Jessica Jones, and the upcoming Disney Star Wars series The Mandalorian. Shang-Chi, who in the comics was born in China to a Chinese father and a white American mother, first appeared in the 1970s special Marvel edition um, number 15, and was created by Steve Englehart and Jim Starlin after Marvel failed to acquire the comic book rights to the television series Kung Fu. Shang-Chi was trained as a martial arts assassin by his father, the infamous pulp villain Fu Manchu, but later became a hero after rebelling against his father's ways. Shang-Chi was a hit character in the 70s, of course, and recently saw a revival as a member of the Avengers during 2012's Marvel Now um, published event, of course. Oh, sorry, publishing event. Um, so Wonder Woman, 1984 screenwriter Dave Callahan is pending the script for Shang-Chi and will update the character for modern audiences. Marvel is said to be planning on assembling a largely Asian American and Asian cast for the feature. So, Marvel head Kevin Feige is producing, with Marvel's Louis D. Epicito, um, Victoria Alonso, and Jonathan Swartz executive producing. The studio is coming off of last week's successful opening, several weeks, Captain Marvel, which has made $900 million in the box office or more, pretty much. Um, but yeah, news of Shang-Chi comes as an end of the 11-year journey. It began with 2008's Iron Man and will, in some ways, conclude with next month's Avengers Endgame, aside from Spider-Man Far From Home, due out July 5th. The studio has yet, sorry, the studio has not yet revealed its post um, in-game plans. Well, actually, they did have a little plot to it, but through films it has in the works, including sequels to Black Panther and Doctor Strange, a Black Widow prequel, and The Eternals. So Crichton is repped by WWE and attorney Chad Christopher of Stone, Ganal, and Smelkinson, um, Binder and Christopher. Yeah. But anyway, that concludes this episode. So feel free to visit us, like us on Facebook. We're available on iTunes, Google Play Music app, and of course YouTube.